Imagine coming home to find your pristine backyard pool turned into a chaotic frat party by total strangers. Led by your HOA queen bee who smiles sweetly while declaring your property community assets. But what if the quiet homeowner didn't rage or run, instead? He plotted a takedown so meticulously ironic that it left the tyrant begging for mercy? In the sun-drenched suburbs of Evergreen Meadows, Virginia, where white picket fences hid a web of petty tyrannies, Alex Thompson thought he'd finally escaped the rat race. He'd bought a modest ranch-style home 2 years back, after scraping together savings from his IT job, dreaming of lazy weekends with his wife Mia and their tween son Liam. The neighborhood looked postcard perfect, manicured lawns, identical mailboxes, and that ever-present hum of conformity enforced by the Evergreen Meadows Homeowners Association. But beneath the veneer of community spirit, it was a pressure cooker of absurd rules. No pink flamingos, no visible trash cans after 7 a.m. And God forbid your grass grew a quarter-inch too tall. Alex had heard whispers about the HOA president, Karen Whitaker, a former real estate agent turned self-anointed guardian of order. She patrolled the streets in her golf cart, clipboard in hand, dishing out fines like candy at Halloween. It's for the greater good, she'd coo at meetings, her voice dripping with that faux southern charm that masked a hunger for control. Alex had kept his head down, paying dues on time, avoiding eye contact, until that fateful Saturday afternoon. He pulled into his driveway after a long shift, expecting the usual quiet. Instead, thumping bass assaulted his ears from the backyard. His heart dropped as he rounded the corner, his newly installed in-ground pool, the one he'd built as a surprise for Liam's upcoming birthday, was a war zone. 40-odd neighbors splashed and screamed, kids belly flopping off the diving board while adults lounged on his teak deck chairs, spilling red Solo cups of beer onto the flagstone. Someone had cranked up a Bluetooth speaker blasting outdated pop anthems. And the grill, his grill, was firing out burgers, grease splattering like abstract art on the concrete. In the epicenter stood Karen, sunglasses perched on her nose, a wine spritzer in one hand and her ever-present clipboard in the other. She spotted Alex and waved like a pageant queen. "Oh, Alex, you're home early. We're hosting the annual neighborhood splash bash here this year. Your pool's just perfect for fostering unity. It's basically HOA-adjacent property now. Don't worry. We'll tidy up." Tidy up? Alex scanned the scene, Liam's favorite inflatable shark float deflated and trampled, Mia's herb garden stomped into mulch, and chalk scrawls across the patio declaring community fun zone. He felt a vein throb in his temple. But he didn't explode. No. Alex just nodded slowly, his face a mask of polite shock. "Sure, Karen. Unity's important. Inside, though." His mind raced like a server farm crunching data. This wasn't a party, it was an invasion, wrapped in the absurdity of shared resources. As the revelers hooped, Alex slipped inside, grabbed his phone, and started filming discreetly from the kitchen window. Karen's voice carried over the din. "See, folks? This is what makes Evergreen Meadows special. No one hoards amenities." Alex whispered to himself. "Hoards? Lady. I paid for every tile." The irony burned. She'd turned his sanctuary into a public urinal, all while preaching ethics. By nightfall, the horde dispersed, leaving a battlefield. The pool water resembled swamp sludge, littered with chip bags and soggy napkins. Deck chairs sagged under mystery stains. The grill charred beyond recognition. Mia emerged from the house, her eyes wide. "Alex. What the hell?" Liam trailed behind, staring at the mess. "Dad. Is the pool broken? Alex knelt, ruffling his son's hair. Not broken, buddy. Just borrowed without asking. Mia crossed her arms. Borrowed? That's trespassing. Alex pulled out the HOA handbook from a drawer, the Bible of bureaucratic nonsense Karen loved quoting. Flipping to the property use section, he read aloud, "Private amenities shall not be commandeered without explicit consent." Mia snorted. Explicit? She didn't even knock. That night, as they scrubbed the deck under floodlights, a white envelope appeared in the mailbox. Alex opened it. Notice, community event usage fee, $350. To cover shared cleanup and supplies. Thank you for your contribution to neighborhood harmony. Mia laughed bitterly. They trash our yard and bill us? That's peak Karen logic. Alex folded the paper carefully, tucking it into a new folder labeled evidence. He didn't rant, he observed. Whispers had already started, neighbors texting about how that new guy Alex is hogging the best pool. Karen's rumor mill was spinning, he's antisocial. You know. Doesn't value community. Alex heard it at the grocery store. Felt the sidelong glances. But he stayed silent, letting the slights pile up like kindling. Inside, he was building a firewall. Let them talk, he told Mia. Gossip's just data points. The next morning, he logged into the HOA's online portal, Transparency. My ass, and downloaded every meeting minute from the past year. There it was, a vague line item for recreational reallocations, signed by Karen. He smiled thinly. Gotcha on vagueness. First strike. The tension simmered like a pot on low boil. A week later, at the monthly HOA meeting in the stuffy clubhouse, Karen held court from a podium that screamed power trip. The room smelled of stale coffee and forced civility. Neighbors shifting in metal chairs. Item 3, enhancing communal bonds through shared spaces, she announced. Her pearls gleaming under the fluorescence. As demonstrated by our successful splash event at the Thompson residence, thank you, Alex, for your involuntary generosity. Scattered chuckles. Alex sat in the back. Recorder app running discreetly. A retiree named Doris raised her hand. Wasn't that his private pool? Karen? Karen's smile didn't falter, but her eyes narrowed. Doris. Dear. In Evergreen Meadows. We're all one big family. Private is such a divisive word, think accessible instead. Alex felt the room's gaze shift to him, laced with that suburban schadenfreude. He spoke up calmly, just to clarify. Karen. Does accessible include billing me for your party's trash? The chuckles turned awkward. Karen waved it off. Oh. Alex. It's prorated fairly. We're all in this together. Together? He noted her evasion. The way she pivoted to budget updates like a politician dodging scandals. After the meeting, she cornered him by the donut table. Alex. Honey. No hard feelings. It's for the kids, unity builds character. Her tone was saccharine, but her grip on the clipboard was white-knuckled. Alex met her eyes. No feelings at all. Karen. Just facts. As he left, he overheard her muttering to a bored crony, that man's trouble, too independent. The smears intensified, anonymous notes in his mailbox about non-compliant attitudes, his LinkedIn flooded with vague HOA complaints. Neighbors averted eyes. One even whispering. Karen says you're suing, drama queen much? Alex endured it. But each barb fueled his quiet audit. He befriended Marcus, a grizzled ex-lawyer neighbor who'd been fined for unapproved bird feeders. Over backyard beers, Carefully documented, Marcus shared dirt, Karen skimmed dues for years. Fake vendors. Padded events. She's terrified of losing her throne. Alex nodded. Proof? Marcus slid over flash drives. Start here. Nights blurred as Alex pored over spreadsheets. Spotting discrepancies, $500 for pool supplies dated the day of the invasion. Routed to a company owned by Karen's cousin. Black humor crept in, Mia caught him chuckling at a forged receipt. What's funny? Karen billed the HOA for wine at our event. Classy embezzlement. The pressure mounted. Liam came home teary from school. Kids say we're mean for not sharing the pool. Alex hugged him. Sharing's voluntary. Son. Forcing it? That's bullying in a suit. But inside. The laugh to keep from raging moments piled up. Karen's golf cart patrols now included drive-bys of his house. Her face a mask of feigned concern. The escalation hit like a virus update gone wrong. 2 weeks post-invasion. Alex found a new citation taped to his door, violation, failure to maintain community standards, pool area unsanitary. The irony stung, he'd just finished chlorine shocking the murk they'd left. Mia fumed, they made the mess. Alex photographed it. Adding to his dossier. At work. He used downtime to cross-reference HOA bylaws with state laws, turns out. Shared visibility zones was Karen speak for bullshit. Whispers evolved into shadows, late-night cars at the clubhouse. Curtains twitching when he walked Liam to the bus. One evening. Old Mr. Harlan from down the street knocked timidly. Alex. Watch your back. Karen's rallying the board, calling you a disruptor. She's got spies. Alex offered coffee. Spies? In suburbia? Harlan leaned in. Her emails leak, monitor Thompson for noncompliance. Paranoid much? Alex thanked him. Noting the defection. The black comedy peaked when Karen hosted a unity barbecue in the common area. Pointedly excluding the Thompsons. From his window. Alex watched her pontificate, true neighbors share without question. He texted Mia, translation, give me your stuff or else. But the turning point came via Alan. Karen's mousy treasurer. Who showed up sweaty at midnight. I can't anymore, he blurted. She's cooking books, your pool fee went to her spa day. Alex recorded discreetly. Proof? Alan handed a folder of redacted emails. Duplicates galore. She's scared you'll expose her. Make her look ridiculous. Alex smirked inwardly, the absurdity of a grown woman fearing a spreadsheet. Join the light side. Alan. As tensions doused and satire built. Alex compiled his magnum opus, a 50-page report of fraud. Trespass. And manipulation. Anonymously tipped to county auditors. Karen's facade cracked in subtle ways, her golf cart sped faster. Her smiles tighter. One confrontation at the mailbox, Alex. Rumors say you're stirring trouble. For the community's sake. Let it go. Her voice quivered under the polish. He replied mildly, community? Or your kingdom? She huffed away. But the seed of doubt was planted. The storm broke on a crisp Tuesday. When county vans pulled up to the clubhouse like uninvited guests at Karen's own party. Alex watched from afar. Sipping coffee with Marcus. Showtime. Inside. Auditors unpacked boxes while Karen fluttered like a moth in headlights. Gentlemen. This is routine. Right? We're all about transparency here. Her laugh rang hollow. The lead auditor. A no-nonsense guy in khakis. Spread ledgers. Mrs. Whitaker. Explain this $2,000 recreation fund transfer to a personal account. Karen's face flushed beet red. Confidence evaporating. Oh. That's. Reimbursements. For fostering bonds. Murmurs rippled as neighbors peeked through windows. Alan. Now a turncoat. Slipped auditors extra files mid-meeting. Karen spotted him, traitor. After all I've done for order. Alan shot back, order? You mean your slush fund? The room gasped, the mousy guy had claws. Auditors uncovered it all, embezzled dues for her leadership retreats, forged consents for the pool bash. Even a petty revenge fund for problem residents. Karen stammered excuses, it's for the greater good. You don't understand suburban harmony. Alex. Tipped off. Arrived just as she melted down. This is sabotage. That Thompson's behind it, anti-community scum. The auditor raised an eyebrow. Ma'am. The math doesn't lie. Neighbors. Once cowed. Erupted in whispers that swelled to shouts, refund our fines. Step down. Karen's eyes darted. Panic etching lines on her Botoxed face. In a desperate bid. She grabbed her clipboard like a shield. I built this. Without me. Chaos. But the irony hit like a slapstick punch, her own rules turned against her. Auditors froze HOA assets. Issuing subpoenas. Karen was escorted out. Sputtering, you'll regret this, unity forever. The crowd's laughter was cathartic. A collective finally laced with schadenfreude. Alex stood silent. Watching her golf cart towed away, symbolic justice. Marcus clapped his back, paper cuts deepest. In the aftermath. Evergreen Meadows exhaled. The interim board. Sans Karen's cronies. Repealed absurd rules, no more fining for non-uniform holiday lights. Alex's pool sparkled again. Hosting Liam's belated birthday with actual invited guests. Neighbors apologized sheepishly, we were scared, Karen's fines bankrupted old Mrs. Ellis. Alex waved it off, fear's her weapon. Facts are ours. Mia teased, my hero. The spreadsheet slayer. Whispers flipped, from villainizing Alex to mocking Karen's downfall, heard she's selling her house, can't afford the dues now. The black humor lingered in barbecues, remember when she called our pool communal? Who's laughing now? County charges stuck, embezzlement. Trespass, Karen pleaded down to probation. Her queen status reduced to a cautionary tale. Alex journaled one last entry, power's fragile when built on bullshit. Real community? It's voluntary. Not enforced. As the sun set on a freer suburb. Lights twinkled without uniformity. A beautiful mess. But the true twist? Karen sent a bitter email blast, I was framed for caring too much. Alex deleted it. Chuckling. Justice didn't roar, it audited quietly. Leaving tyrants exposed in their own absurdity. So, was Alex the real villain for dismantling the HOA's order, or was Karen's control just a fancy word for bullying? Tell me. Who's truly wrong here?